I'm gonna play the intro. We gotta get this thing going. Oh wait. We need Bill O'Reilly. Yeah. Oh my God! I forgot about the backwards one.
Oh, that was a great one.
Sucks.
That was
We'll do it live. Okay.
Cruising with Steve. Get in, sit down, buckle up. Cruising with Steve. Get in, sit down, buckle up. Cruising with Steve.
Welcome back to Cruising with Steak. Steak here on another Tuesday night, live here on Grimerica FM, streaming. Your one and only place for all the paranormal news you could ever ask for in talk show hosts and radios, Grimerica FM. And it's Tuesday, July 23rd. We should start doing that, saying the date, just for more context. But I'm joined by my man, James Cruz.
sexy clone jutsu.
Yeah, get it. Yes, yes, sexy jutsu. And I'm also joined by Mr. Jerry Cthulhu.
Good evening. And it won't make you any more relevant, so don't
No.
Yeah, maybe. It's true. My words aren't good. And then we're also joined by Mr. Cliffwell, Felix Ortega.
You guys promised me a free lunch.
You get it. You get it, buddy. And we also got Mr. That Guy.
Please keep your hands and feet completely inside Cruising with Steak while the ride is in motion. Stow all crying babies in the overhead bin or under your seat.
He's
you're
got a
clipping.
million
You
of
should
them.
turn your gain down a bit.
And we got Suzanne, too.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Suzanne. Oh, man.
It's like a
Welcome.
sextuplet.
It is. It's a good sextuplet we got going tonight. It's good stuff.
Anything that has sex in it is good.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So,
Especially if they're...
it's all happening, guys. It's all happening. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Somebody got something to
It
start
is
to show
all
off with?
happening.
This is the calm before the Mueller testimony tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's going on. More BS with that. Now, why is he coming out again and testifying? I don't understand this.
Because the Democrats are insane.
Oh, so it's just insanity. It's just Trump derangement syndrome. Is what's going on.
Pretty much, they vowed to impeach him, and this is part of their show.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But the DOJ has come out and said, do not stray from your report as far as testimony.
Well, see, the thing is, though, that they can't. They have no say over that now. He's a civilian. He's not an employee anymore.
But what he's talking about was work that he performed while in their employ.
Mm-hmm.
And to that extent, he cannot discuss outside the boundaries. He can't color outside the lines.
So they're telling him that, but they have no leverage to exert. There's no criminal or civil penalty that they can do for if he decides he wants to shoot his
Make one up like everyone else does.
Well, yeah, there's that.
He colluded. Like that's a real fucking crime.
I hope so. I just hope this just fucking ends it. Just end it. It's ridiculous. We have bigger things to deal with. We have racism to deal with. We have.
No, we don't. Wrong. There is no racism. It's all media hype.
Jerry, you're getting triggered by my sarcasm here.
You guys
Stop triggering your dad. Quit it.
Race is a social construct anyway. You can't. I mean, if race is fake, then how can racism be a thing?
There's only one fucking race, the human race.
Bingo. I like it.
Yeah.
No nations, no
I
borders.
agree.
Let's all just become one.
I didn't say that.
Whoa.
I don't want those goddamn Peruvians up here.
Oh, man.
Did you guys ever hear
I'm kidding.
the origins of the word testify?
No, but I want to.
Does it have a root with testicles?
It
Hope
does.
so.
Yeah.
Yes.
It says here, in ancient Rome, two men taking an oath of allegiance held each other's testicles. And men held their own testicles as a sign of truthfulness while bearing witness in a public forum.
Interesting.
It's true.
I guess I'm swearing a lot.
It's those crazy fucking Romans, man.
Romans.
It was like for like a delicate situation, they'd walk up to each other and make sure that
These are the people who became the Vatican. Do you understand now?
Do you see what's going on?
Yeah.
testifying. Strange apes.
Mm-hmm. There are some strange apes.
On a more personal level, today was the official day that my son is able to open doors. Now he's like a velociraptor from Jurassic Park.
Ah, congratulations.
That's a good intelligence level.
You'll find him out in the front yard tomorrow. Don't worry.
Yeah, we were outside and I'm going inside, and he just opened up the door.
Man.
Time
Was
for
it-
latches where
Is
he
it
can't
3,
reach.
4? Wow.
Yeah.
2.
2.
It's 2? Opening doors at 2?
He's like a velociraptor.
Yeah.
My first kid was walking on the along the couch, where they put their hands at the top of the couch and then scoot
Mhm.
across at 18 months. That was crazy.
Jack walked right off the coffee table when he was about, I think it was like 12 months.
Yeah, he probably didn't get to
Just
work.
took a step right off
He had
the
to get
coffee
to work.
table. Like there was, I was like, what were you thinking?
Oh, man.
We had to get rid of the coffee table.
Yeah.
I think that dog was about 2, maybe 2 and a couple of months when she learned to open the back door to get in and out. She stands up. We have a lever for the back door knob, so she stands up and puts her paw on the lever and then walks.
She was
backwards.
that tall at 2.5
Accident.
months?
She's a big dog. Yeah,
Yeah, she is tall.
Yeah,
I
two-
didn't realize they.
2.5 years. 2.5 years.
Oh, I thought you said 2.5 months.
Do you remember
Is
I
this
was
little
telling you
baby
about
puppy?
my cat? How she
Yeah.
didn't like the box. Well, I found a new sweater box at the dollar store I think it's 3 feet by 2 feet. That's how big it is. It's
Yeah.
huge. I put a picture in the chat. Like the second day, she started shitting on the floor again. Like, God damn it. It's not the size that matters. She's just, I don't know.
Yeah, kiddie pool.
Kitty, nothing's ever good enough for you.
I use those big Tupperware like Rubbermaid things.
That's exactly what I have.
You need
Yeah.
one of those little satchels that go below their butts, like a horse's.
Get those bedazzled butthole jewelry.
Oh, I've seen those for
It-
cats. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
for cats. Yeah.
Don't they have monkey pooper scoopers? Monkeys that follow
And then
cats around.
did you see those, how people were glittering their dogs' balls too?
Yes.
They were dipping their dogs' balls in
I
glitter.
love China.
Exactly.
That's how they testify.
It's testified.
I like when in church when I want to testify, Reverend.
Oh man.
Brings a whole new meaning.
Or is that
to it.
testimony? Testify. They say testify in church.
They say testify
It's the same thing. It's all the same thing. Yeah. To speak your truth.
It's a ball
Speak your truth.
fondling.
and fondle balls.
Well, ball fondlers is on an interdimensional cable, right?
It is. Yes, it is. Ball fondlers.
What is it?
They
Ball
need to do a
fondlers.
spin-off. They should just do an Adult Swim spin-off of Ball Fondlers. Like,
Season
Oh,
2, I think, wasn't it?
Well, they did. There was a second episode in the second interdimensional cable.
They do an after show called The Reach Around.
That's pretty good.
Boom.
So I saw a headline today about there being way more water on the moon than what they predicted.
I
Or
saw
something.
that too.
I think it was on your Twitter,
Yes.
Jerry. Actually,
Yeah.
That's because Ed Mitchell had an
And
incontinent bladder.
I need to find it.
It's just
It was.
pissing
I
everywhere.
was going to change
Yes.
the headline on that story to be "Water on the Moon" by IP Nightly, but
Yeah.
I decided
IP
against it.
Nightly.
Just went with the original one.
Study suggests more water on the moon than thought. A trio of researchers at the University of California has found evidence that suggests there is far more ice on the surface of the moon than had been thought. In their
there's
paper
zero
published, blah,
thought
blah,
on
blah.
the moon. Nah.
Well, I don't have to really get into
Blah, blah,
specifics.
blah. Water and ice
got it.
vapor, evidence of ice deposits several meters thick in the shadowed craters. Research
Yeah.
also showed that ice was able to persist in the craters because they were shaded.
Erotically.
Erotic crater.
The research trio started by noting that the moon and Mercury have thermal environments that are
Ooh.
somewhat
Testify.
similar.
There you go.
They also noted that both Mercury and the moon have shadowed craters with evidence of swallowing due to the material buildup inside the divots. Yeah, so there's ice on the moon or something.
That's
It's
nasty.
funny how it kind of just feeds into an erotic sound.
Neurotic vocabulary jutsu.
And the dish ran away with the spoon.
I think Grimm's got a future in
Boner?
in phone sex.
Oh, dude, if I could, that'd be so awesome.
You can set up a Nightford account. You can be doing it tonight.
Oh, the sky's the limit.
Nightford's. It's a scam.
So I don't like this new Twitter. It's all chunky and stupid. Not a fan. Just want to
It's-
say that right now.
They're one of those companies that are like mobile first. Their apps are designed to work in a mobile browser best.
Yeah, it's like
Or my other thought on this is that they're tired of fucking maintaining a website and they're making it lousy on purpose so you use the app on your phone instead.
yeah, that could be. Maybe,
I could see that.
but
Or
we
they've
don't
got
know.
far more resources in the mobile app than they do working on the website. So the idiots are running the website.
for this thing.
I haven't noticed a change in Twitter.
Because you don't use a computer.
I know.
Yeah, it's the
It's
computer
just the
that'll
web
do it.
interface.
Hamster dances.
Hamster dance. That's still
coming
is that
back.
still up?
Yeah,
That's
it's still a
still a
little
thing?
different.
Yes, yes.
What happened with John McAfee, that guy?
Oh man, McAfee. Who
Yeah,
knows?
I thought he
what's
was going to release some kind of bombshell.
Dead man switch.
Well, yeah, if he didn't check in.
He got picked up by the FBI or the CIA.
No, I thought he was guaranteed to let some. He was like, I'm going to do it next Friday.
Yeah, that was a while ago. So what ended up happening was he was, I don't know what happens in John's head. He's an interesting guy either way, but he and Mrs. John McAfee were on their boat out in the middle of who the fuck knows where, probably the Caribbean someplace. They just pulled in someplace. He's been accusing people in, I think, the Bahamas. I could totally have this wrong. I'm not standing for testimony, and you'll never.
Well, I know he was in the Bahamas, and then he's been in Cuba for the past few months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in any case, he's been accusing people in the Caribbean islands, I think in the Bahamas, of some kind of very specific corruption. And what ended up happening was he pulled in someplace, they docked, and they were waiting for him and arrested him. And I don't know if they arrested her as well, but somebody took over John's his Twitter account and has been tweeting and reminded everyone, hey, don't forget, there's the dead man switch. So either you let him out or it's all gonna come out, something 37 terabytes or some damn thing, some huge amount of data.
Did you see that other McAfee account saying that they were fine?
Yeah, but
That
there's so
tweeted
many
that they
fake
were fine?
McAfee accounts, though, so I don't know if that was legit. I was
Yeah,
so
I don't
stupid when
either.
you posted that picture. I was trying to click the name to see if it was real, and it was just a picture I'm clicking. Like, come on. I'm like, I want to look
I
at this
didn't
account.
put the link. Sorry.
You know what would be awesome is if he well, not, it won't be awesome if he dies, but should he die and this shit does get released and it's 37 terabytes of like it's stuff that he hacked off of Epstein.
Oh, God,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Like
Sorry, that
Epstein's
guy, I
entire brownstone operation records.
Yeah, the space that
Time out.
Space
Time
it.
out. That guy, you're real quiet right now. I don't know if it's just me. You coming in quiet?
I
It's
think
gravelly and quiet.
He
It's
needs to turn
him.
on the auto adjust volume in Zoom.
I'm
let's try
sorry.
this.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Short
Came
count,
back.
1, 2, 3. Okay. All right.
But that's
I
too loud.
can't. It what?
Then there's something
That's-
wrong with you. You're certainly not very good.
It's never good enough for you, is it, Jer?
No,
It is a little loud.
Yeah. So. Okay. All right. Let's try this.
I built
How's
a
this?
net. You're
Oh,
fired.
that guy.
Wait, where you at?
1, 2, 3.
I'll take
The
it.
following is a short count test. 1, 2, 3.
We'll take it.
Test.
We'll take
Okay.
it.
Good. All right. Where was I? I was talking shit about McAfee. It doesn't matter. He's probably
We don't know.
he-
Well,
he's
here's
probably
the
he's probably doing lines off of his bunk in the freaking.
It's possible. But what I know about McAfee is that he always puts out information to throw people off his track. Like, he'll put fake information out about himself all the time. So I mean, I don't know
Like,
whether to believe this or not. He could just be doing this to throw somebody off his trail. Maybe. He's an international. He's literally a Bond villain. Like who
Yeah,
knows
he's
what
like,
he's
well,
doing?
I'm
He
in.
hasn't done anything. Who gives a shit what he's doing? Why does anyone pay attention to him at all?
Because that's his game. Because he's interesting.
He's running for president,
Exactly.
Jerry.
He's a psychopath.
He is running for president.
But he doesn't want anything to do with the office.
He is. He's a psychopath, and he's fun as hell to watch.
He
Like,
might
why
have
would
some insider information.
why wouldn't everybody want to be paying attention to everything he does? Like, it's
Yeah,
great.
he's like, well, I'm in
China,
and then, but really, I'm in.
Japan.
Yeah.
Because nothing ever happens. It's like a horrible story that never
Mexico.
ends.
A never-ending story.
Of
Never-ending
horribleness.
story.
Take this. Take this. FBI Director Christopher Wray claims that most domestic terrorism is caused by white supremacists.
Antifa.
How
That's what
nice.
Ted Cruz is trying to get. He's trying to pass something to get him classified as a domestic terrorist group. Antifa.
I know, but this is so misleading because
All white
it says,
people?
in addition, Wray said that
No,
thus far in
Antifa.
2019, domestic terrorism arrests are roughly equal to international terrorist arrests. So how many is that? About 100 people.
We got you really
The term
afraid.
terrorism is just losing all effect. Like in this post 9/11 world we live in, after so many years of it, hearing it, it's just a numb word now.
But he's saying that over 50% of these people are white supremacists.
I mean, I don't know. I've never had a conversation with any of them. They could
wonder
think
what
that the
was-
white race is superior.
I wonder what it was last year.
I mean, I mean, anybody who's a terrorist is kind of crazy, so it wouldn't surprise me if somebody had some crazy idea. Does that guy have a mouse right now?
Yeah. That kitten just found another mouse.
Jeez.
You had to put a glove.
There's a dead
So
mouse.
if you'll,
There's an interesting part in this article, though.
if you'll excuse me for a minute, I'll be right
Yeah.
back. I
Okay.
have to deal with this.
I have to eliminate this dead mouse.
So President Donald Trump has been accused by some of appeasing white supremacists. Per the Inquisitor, former Massachusetts governor and Republican presidential candidate Bill Weld went so far as to say that Trump is aligning with neo-Nazi groups when it comes to the issue of immigration. And he goes, I celebrate that America has been a melting pot. It seems he would prefer it an Aryan nation. Per
Yes.
Newsweek, Weld noted that Trump often uses language that is found in the lexicon of white supremacist groups when speaking on immigration. In addition, Trump's belief in quote-unquote bloodlines mirrors arguments by racist groups that believe in European and white supremacy. So talking
People
about
think I'm controversial.
talking about fucking
Truth is,
bloodlines.
I'm a
again.
nice guy.
Sorry, dude.
I mean, it just sounds like another hit piece about Trump, like everything else.
Of
Just
course it is.
Associate him with neo-Nazis, associate him with Hitler, associate him with white supremacy. And it's they're just going to keep saying it. They
It
just
doesn't
keep
matter.
saying it.
Whatever they say, people just repeat it. 'Cause
Mhm.
they don't.
That's the
It's
mind
the,
control.
uh,
If you
it's
hear
the
it enough
derangement.
times, it makes it reality.
This was a news. They read a Newsweek article. They didn't interview him or anything.
Oh, that happened in my the series I've been watching, Dark Spot on
Yeah.
or Black Spot or whatever. Yeah. In season 2, there the lore of this cryptid creature, a lady that I don't know, she runs a bar, but she's just like, yeah, she's like, that's the beauty of the lore of it. He's like, if enough people believe it over time, it becomes real. So that's why all these weird shit's happening out in the woods and people are summoning it, and it was a sacrifice ritual type situation. But interesting show, dude. Guys got to watch it if you want. But yeah, the thought form becoming reality, it's a thing.
You want to know what else? Time traveler claims to have been impregnated by an alien from the future.
That's awesome.
This is another one of those Apex TV things. The people that did this man claims to be from the year 5000.
We forgot that. Was that last week or this week that that it actually came out that he
When
made
they
it
came
all
out, like, yeah, we made all that up. Yeah, which I mean, it's obviously
really?
all a hoax.
Shocker.
Oh, no shit. So yeah, so now they're coming out saying that the time traveler claims to have been
Doesn't
impregnated by an
exist,
alien.
folks.
No, it doesn't. Driving into the year 3500, getting knocked up by a gray.
This man claims to be. Yeah. And I heard I finally was catching up on No Agenda, and yeah, like this last one was really good. There was some cool stuff they talked about, and with all the fuckery with like Google and algorithms and what's going on with like how they come out and spin things in public without say, they'll say the truth, but then they'll say one little thing that deviates from it. Like we don't change votes, but
they don't change it because they have a predetermined bias. They're already biased in the fact that they think the facts are already whatever.
They tested it in some primary for congressional shit, like the latest one, and it's all when you have a bias to begin with, that's going to show for sure. Well, it's going to show what they want it to show, and they said that obviously. I mean, I would assume that's what anybody does when you go search something. It's a 50-50 shot. You pick the first or the second link that Google gives you. So there's another bias situation there when when you're looking for something. So that was an interesting storyline that they were going on there for a little while with. And the other one I found, which was pretty cool, was how, well, not cool but interesting, but the AI software, the facial recognition stuff with the black girl from MIT. She tested it out. Yeah, she tested it out.
The facial recognition doesn't work on black people.
Yeah,
because a bunch of white dudes made it.
Because a bunch of white guys made it. Yeah, a bunch of white guys made it.
White and Asians. Yeah. We can't leave them out.
So it doesn't work. And they got in trouble because it kept coming up like gorilla and shit. I'm like, oh man, how fucking bad can it get? Yeah. We're sorry. Yeah,
it's fucking ridiculous.
We don't have a black person in our office to even test this.
It's the ether.
So it kept, so that was pretty messed up, man. So AI can't track you that well. You're an African American person.
Nope.
Bloodline.
No, they can't.
And it was funny too, because I was scrolling and I opened up Google on my phone, and one of the first things on there was it was some maybe it'll pop up again real quick. It had to do with that type of situation. Let's see if it pops in again. Oh man, I wish I would load the back one again. No, but it had something to do with auto sketch or whatever, and it has trouble drawing African Americans in this auto sketch. Like it's all because they were talking about how a bunch of different, but the algorithms that they use in this data tracking and how not necessarily this facial recognition stuff. I'm kind of backtracking to the other story, but what was I gonna say? The algorithm. I lost my train of thought.
It happens, man.
Yeah. I'm doing like 4 things at one time right now, actually. I'm looking at my phone. I'm putting this mask back together live on air.
Putting what mask back together?
I'm putting a mask back together for my son. It's like things are happening, people. I'm multitasking. I'm using a knife as a screwdriver. I mean, like
you're just living on the edge, James.
I'm living on the edge. Yeah, listen closely. If I slip, you might hear me slap my thumb off. Yeah. I'm using a fucking steak knife. Hell yeah.
I want to switch the subject onto something else.
Go ahead.
There was all these New York police officers that apparently committed suicide that all had to deal with Anthony Weiner's laptop and all that shit that the police chief that came out and said on record, like, he saw what was on the laptop and like it made him it just destroyed him, like it made him sick. Like that guy ended up committing suicide, and like all these. So
Not this that guy. It was the other that guy.
It was
that,
the other
that
that
other
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
By shooting himself in the back of the head twice.
Yeah, but probably
I'm still
something like
here.
that.
That kind of suicide.
But I don't understand. All this shit goes on. It's like such blatant fuckery right in front of our faces. It's just insane.
You know, there was some FBI agent that decided he was going to shoot himself in the middle of a frickin' nightclub in Austin last night.
Really? What was he? Was there any details on what he was involved with?
Yeah, he started off as like a broker on Wall Street, and probably around, I guess 2010 or so, joined the FBI, and supposedly he was one of the investigators on the Clinton Foundation investigation.
Oh, of course.
What was his
Yeah.
name?
Cincinnati, I think. Cincinnati.
That makes four now? 4 federal investigators that have been killed or suicided or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. I mean, it's like so what was going on was that the people were saying that the local police and the FBI on the scene were telling people that if you have video of the incident, you got to delete it off your phone. We don't want people talking about it or anything else like that. Kind of, for me, it kind of begs the obvious question of, did he actually shoot himself or did somebody help him?
Twice in the back of the head.
Or under the chin or, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Well, now, if you recall, there was a gentleman out, I believe in Utah, who was, I forget what he was out there doing, investigating, and he turned up dead. He had suffocated himself with helium. Remember that one?
What?
I do not remember that one, but I have a hard time imagining going to see St. Peter with a duck voice.
His name was Peter something. Peter, I forget. And then there was that black dude who had a weird name who washed up on the shore in Miami, in Broward County, of course.
He was.
Oh yeah.
This.
Yeah. He was like he was a DA or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there was another one too, but I can't remember what it was. And there was a couple in Canada that got murdered.
Yeah, they were
suicided.
pharmaceutical.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's like all the holistic doctors that came up dead. Like, what was that?
But
Like,
these people were
that's not the Clintons
pharmaceutical
doing
people.
that.
no, that was kind of, it just triggered that thought in my brain.
But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Merck and Pfizer, and it's like, how we have a military industrial complex, there's also pharmaceutical
Oh,
industrial.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and that
Right.
CDC guy that ended up dead.
Yep.
Remember that guy?
Yeah. In
Yeah,
Georgia.
Why?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, what was
they
the
didn't
details
give
on
much-
him? What was he doing?
His house, he left his wallet in his house. Basically,
And he told his neighbor to delete his phone number out of her phone.
I don't know if he said that.
Okay, well, that was reported.
I don't recall that.
I don't know if he said it.
That
but-
could very well be true. All I know is his house looked undisturbed, as if he'd ran out, but his car was there, his keys were there, everything. He apparently had gone jogging and somehow ended up at the bottom of the river.
Mhm.
Well, as one does when they go jogging.
Like
Prime
that
murder
guy in
spot, the
Washington
Chattahoochee.
State, that holistic doctor in Washington State that ended up in the river, who was ex-special forces and could probably swim very well.
Yeah, I would imagine somebody who's ex-special forces wouldn't have a problem swimming.
Yeah, they have a thing that they do during the SEAL training called drown proofing, where
Oh, yeah, they drown you, don't they?
No, they drown proof you. What they do is they throw you in the pool with your hands and feet bound. And
Right, so you drown.
No, you don't drown.
To be
Oh, no?
astonished.
No, you don't drown.
They're
So
not
what they
gonna
do
let
is
you
they
die.
no, they would, but people just learn to not. And what they end up doing is they learn how to stay alive in the water with their hands and feet bound for an indefinite amount of time.
But people drown during that, and they bring them back, or they let them die. Either way, I mean, they still.
No, they don't. They don't drown. They
You're
teach them
telling
how
me
to not.
every single person is successful when they're thrown in there? They don't drown?
No. If they drown, I'm speculating here. If they drown, there's probably another issue. But they teach them how to not drown.
How to
'cause
stay above the water.
I heard before that like that's one of those things with the seals that they do is like they'll actually just say okay they actually drown you so you get over the fear of it and like they'll just
Or how
like
to breathe in
or
water.
they'll bring you back right there or something or they'll
How
just
to breathe in water.
they cut gills in your throat like in Waterworld.
Yeah, that's it.
Good to go.
That's it.
That's what they do.
Okay, it all makes sense now. Super soldiers. Again, I don't know anything about the military.
You can find video of it online. I'm sure there's a thing that they do with they allow themselves to sink because most of them have really low body fat percentage and they have a hard time floating. But they allow themselves to sink and relax, and then they kick off the bottom and they come up and take another breath. That kind of stuff.
Huh.
Oh, so they're not breathing underwater.
No.
So they're not breathing.
Okay.
You guys remember that movie? Oh, well, never mind. I can't remember the movie that I was
The
thinking.
Abyss. It's The Abyss.
Jerry, you read my fucking brain. Where they breathe in the liquids so they can God, you read my
That's
brain.
such a disturbing movie. It disturbed me too.
It
They
is.
tested it on the mouse first.
Yeah, man, that was crazy.
Oh, my mouse. Oh, wait, look.
And the one girl is the dude's chick was Marie Mastrantoni, whatever her name is. Decides to let herself drown to be rescued.
Yeah. Dude, I remember also that was one of the first movies that implemented CG effects, like after Terminator, it had that like liquid head coming through there and stuff.
Oh, man.
Yeah, right. They used the T1000 graphic generator for that. I saw James Cameron today was talking about
Saving the
something.
world?
I don't know. Some new movie or something. I forget exactly what it was. But he's really skinny now.
James Cameron?
Yeah.
What does
That's
that
all.
mean?
I don't know. Just
He's got AIDS, obviously.
He's got that age. We got to learn that song.
What is it?
He's got that AIDS.
You got AIDS. Not the HIV, but full blown AIDS. Come on, you know what?
What is that from the Book of Mormon?
Hold on.
What is
No,
that?
it's not from the Book of Mormon.
I don't know what it is.
I hope Felix is okay. We lost him a little bit ago.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know.
This kid probably ran out in the front yard.
I know.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
kid escaped.
Brent, don't even look. Just play this.
Okay,
Don't
you got
even
it.
look.
Yeah, I ain't clicking that.
I don't know how to tell you this, Mr. Devaney, so I'll let these guys do it.
You have AIDS. Yes, you have AIDS. I hate to tell you, boy, that you have AIDS. You got the AIDS. You may have caught it when you stuck that filthy needle in here.
Or maybe all that unprotected sex put you here.
It isn't clear, but what we're certain of is you have AIDS.
Yes, you have AIDS.
Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS.
Be sure that you see that this is not HIV.
But full-blown AIDS.
Not HIV, but really full-blown AIDS.
I'm sorry, I wish it was something less serious.
But it's AIDS. You've got the AIDS.
That's
I don't know how to tell you this, Mr.
I'll take sensitive and insensitive and grossly inappropriate for 500, Alex.
You don't watch Family Guy that often.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh man.
I've
can't
heard
believe
that
you've never
before.
heard
That's great.
Oh, let's
I
do
mean-
this. Let's do this. See if I can figure maybe.
Oh.
James Cruz and Grimsteak. James Cruz and Grimsteak.
You got hate mail?
Mm-hmm.
G-R-I-M-S-T-A-K-N. Gmail. Woo. James Cruz and Grimsteak. Hate mail. Woo.
All right. We have this came in during the show last week, but I didn't get it. It was from Darren Grimes of the Grimerica show. And he says, "Congratulations on 2 years, cucks. Find a better station." Good stick-to-itiveness. I can respect that. It only gets better, except for the trolls. They get worse. Best to be a strong troll yourself while trying to make the world a better place. P.S. I was in the pool. D-Ron. So that we may have been talking about pools, and he referred to it then. Something about pools last week. And then he sent a PPS and said, say hi to Felix and Jerry. Fuck the moon. Best regards. And we also got another one from, this is from Duel, our Scottish friend that sent one in last week. And he says, Dear Grim, hope this finds you well. Congratulations on your 2-year anniversary. My name is, I'm sure you wouldn't mind this. My name is Donald Domhnall. Domhnall. Duel is our island Gaelic language. As it's quite a popular name in these parts, evidenced by your own president. We have to make difference to narrow down which of the 500 Donald McLeods one is talking about. We've got Donnie's Don, Dan, Donnie Disco, Donnie Foot, Donnie Darko, Donnie Large, Dual Boats, Dolly Dooley, DA, DC, DB, DJ, and many variations. It works quite well. I like to go by Duel. Enjoyed another episode of your great chat.
Donnie Don.
Yes, sorry if I gave any impressions that it's not real or heartfelt. Would love to support you in your endeavors when you said, I love reading emails. Thought I'd give it a go. Have no ulterior motives. Maybe I just talk weird. Verbose, if you will. All the best. Hold fast. Donald McDonald McLeod. Which that's not even what he said it was. This guy's a mystery guy. This is a mystery duel.
Mystery duel.
Oh, well, we like him for sure.
Thanks for sending emails in, though.
Yeah, dude, that's
segment.
great.
Gives us a hate mail segment. So yeah, that's all I got.
Bringing it back.
Grimsteak@gmail.com. Send us more
it's cool
anytime.
that you got an actual letter.
An actual letter. Real.
Something real.
Oh, sending letters.
It wasn't a fake thing that I made up.
I know, right? Well, I could tell because it wasn't some random Gmail address.
And it only makes common sense.
Those are all valid email addresses.
They are all valid. Jerry, congratulations on 1,000 subscribers on Noxmente.
Thank you. Thank you. Now
You hit it.
Wait a month or so to hear if they let us in their little
I'm really
club.
rich.
Yeah, what's up with that? They got to review your stuff. Hopefully it goes quick and it's just one of those maybe. It'll take a month.
Hopefully, I don't. First of all, we don't have anything on that channel at all that's not or original or controversial, I would say. Right, unless I've listened to all the episodes. But it's just the show.
Yeah, it is. It's just a show. You don't have anything crazy in there.
Right. If we were violating community standards in any way, we've already heard about it.
Yeah, you would have been getting strikes already.
Exactly. So I'm not concerned. It's just the length of time. What I was going to say, though, basically is I think that it's 99% of them will probably go through some kind of computerized check. And it's just a line for, the algorithm, quote unquote, to pick it up, check it. And then, I would figure 5 or 10% of them get checked by real people, bigger ones. People have had, strange growth spurts, I would say.
Right.
But since it took us like 2 years to get to 1,000.
Yeah, exactly. This shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I'm not expecting, there's nothing odd about our account that'll kick it out to be looked at.
Right.
So I think it'll all be automated and I expect it by the end of the week.
Right
I'm probably
on.
wrong. So
No, you're not. Don't say that. You're going to jinx it.
Yeah, don't jinx it. Come on.
Come on, Joe.
What else is going on? That guy, what's going
I
on
have
with
something
Oh,
funny.
you got some stuff, James? What do you got?
Well, just give me 1 sec. Here it is. Let's see if this pulls right back up. K-Dog reminded me of this story yesterday that I actually heard on my local radio station, which everyone's kind of heard of. The whole like birds aren't real thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So this fucking kid that started the whole thing goes on their like local news station. This is amazing. I'm gonna play this and we can just kind of roll with it. Well, of course it didn't load. Just give me a second. But I couldn't believe half the shit the guy was saying.
It's the ether.
Yeah, it's in the ether and it's loading. Just give me 1 sec. Let's see here. Quotes
I don't know
like
a lot about that whole vampire stuff. I know it's a thing. Yeah, but it's the ether.
all right, I got it playing here. Hold on. As it keeps loading. All right, so it's and I can stop it and we can laugh about it here. But
All right, maybe you've seen the billboard near the Highland Strip or heard the story on Wednesdays Live at 9. A campaign called Birds Are Not Real brings its efforts to the Mid-South.
And this morning, we are joined by one of the messengers of the movement. Peter McIndoe is here to tell us how this all came about. We want to emphasize you were not the founder.
No, ma'am.
So how did you become aware of it? What is the message of the movement?
Oh, I'm a cultist.
The message of the movement is essentially to spread awareness that from 1959 through 2001, the government mercilessly genocided over 12 billion birds and simultaneously replaced them with surveillance drones in disguise that film us every day as equally as these cameras are filming us right now.
It's true.
I love it. To back that up.
To back that up, I have as much evidence as the birds have provided.
This guy also just rolled out of bed for sure.
This is really satire. I mean, you don't really believe that happened, correct? This is a satirical campaign to make the point that what? You're looking at me like, no, it's not satire. I really do believe this.
Honestly, it's kind of offensive.
So it's not satire.
I don't think you would say.
Dude, he gets in like a defensive stance, like
so
he's leaning, like, and when he's sitting back talking, like, and it's like one of these, I'm gonna go on TV in the morning type deal, whatever your local morning show is. So he's leaning back in the sofa chair, and then right then, dude, he's like, "Oh, what the?" And he like sits up, puts his arms on his knees and shit. He's getting all into it, dude.
That's so great.
Honestly, that's really offensive. Like, yeah. So
keep going.
You would say that if I said birds are real. I don't know why the other side of the argument can't be treated with equal respect.
Right.
Except that before we came out on air, you said this was a satirical message. So what is?
I never said that.
So what point are you trying to make here? I mean, and why did this movement come about and how?
Well, this movement came about in 1976. Just to avoid any, liberal media hit job.
Turn up, little
This
James.
didn't start with me. This started in 1976, when whispering started coming about from the White House, saying that birds were in the process of being murdered on a mass level. When this started coming about, that's when the movement began. This movement is reactionary. We really didn't start this. The government started this.
How come it took so long to get billboards up and for any of us to hear about this?
That's an excellent question. So really before the internet age, before the internet era, it was very easy to censor ideas and opinions that aren't popular and that people don't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we have the internet, there are no more book burnings. There are no more censored television ads.
Well, there are attempts to do all of that, but you're right. It's like Arab Spring. It's very grassroots.
So where does
Like the Arab Spring.
Yeah.
From here, we're looking to see change in legislation. We're looking to see a mass spread awareness.
Are lawmakers, though, really taking this seriously? Because a lot of people will have their doubts. They're going to have their questions about whether or not the movement is really serious or not.
Yeah, that's been a really hard part of this, honestly. Since the billboard's gone up, there's been a reaction of supporters and loyal bird truthers coming out, saluting, bowing. It's almost become almost like a sacred pilgrimage to see it. Others, though, seem to have some kind of laugh response, and it really pains me.
So on the website, there are T-shirts you can buy. There's products you can buy. There are going to be some skeptics who say, they're just trying to sell T-shirts. They're just trying to make money. Where do the funds that the movement makes from the sale of T-shirts go? Where does that go?
I would say every movement, go to any political website, they are all equally selling.
Equally taking.
Spread and support.
Oh, okay. So the money is used to continue to buy the billboards, for instance.
Yes, ma'am. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. It's to fund movement efforts, to fund activism and public awareness.
All right, Peter. We appreciate you being with us this morning.
Thank you very much.
Birdsaren'treal.com.
Here it is.
Birdsaren'treal.com. That is great.
You like that, dude? Yeah.
Dude, I love that. We definitely need some Birds Aren't Real shirts. Totally.
That is, yeah. Like, I want to know who, like, I mean, they have a full-blown fucking billboard on the side of a highway, dude.
Dude, full respect. He committed to the bit 100%, and he is not backing down, and I respect him for that. Totally.
All in.
Yes.
I just, unbelievable, right? Oh, it's believable.
But we don't know. I mean, the way with technology now, they could make machines look like organic biomass, like
they
biological.
genocided.
Yeah, dude, they genocided billions of birds.
12 billion birds.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, there's some funny shit in here. Like, actually, let's see. Damn it. God, don't close the window on the tablet. Can't wait to get my new tablet.
It's just, man.
Did you get one of those?
I didn't get anything yet. I've just been researching. That's why I was asking you earlier today how your new tablet was.
Yeah, I'm telling you, $150. It's worth it. You know, they had those Bose sound speaker things. The thing I wanted to get,
on that website?
No, on Prime Day.
Oh.
They had those for sale, and they're called Bose Sound. They're about 9-inch square.
Ooh.
And
like speakers?
4 inches wide, one speaker. One stereo speaker. It sounds amazing. SoundLink, it's called. It's Bluetooth. they're like $120, $30, depends. On Prime Day, they were $89, I think. So I did a one-click buy on it. And yesterday, I'm like, where the fuck is my Bose? I go back to Amazon. For some reason, it was in my cart. It never did. It was in my one-click buy cart for some reason.
Weird.
I got half of mine to call Amazon and go, hey.
Have you been still getting free stuff from Amazon at all, Jer?
No, but I got a box full of it. That's the prize closet for the new show.
Nice.
I bet you can't wait to win the toenail fungus liquid remover.
You know I can't wait. It's really all I've ever wanted. Felix, welcome back.
Here's some more quotes from this fucking this Peter McMonadoo or whatever.
McMonadoo. We'll go with
McMonadoo. McNonymous. No, he's cool. This guy's weird.
McNonymous.
See, he insists he's not the founder of the movement, just a messenger. He also said that the leaders would prefer to remain anonymous. He said, I consider myself to be a normal American. I wake up every morning. I brush my teeth. I wash my car. I have an avid disbelief in avian beings.
Jesus.
Yeah. Birds are lying to them every day. Yeah.
This is the kind of shit that Andy Kaufman used to do.
Every tweet by a bird is a lie. Quote that shit right there. He said the government controlled bird drones use power lines as charging units to power up. That's why the birds are always hanging out on those. No wonder.
It makes perfect sense.
Totally does, dude.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense.
And birds that aren't eaten, like chicken and turkey, are actually synthetic meat alternatives.
I could see that.
Yeah. I knew I had to give my all to the movement, so I abandoned everything, he said. I left my friends. I abandoned my family. I have not spoken to them since I made the truth to my family. This is a tough, though his view may be uncommon. McBlah doesn't like to consider that.
Everything break on you, James?
Yeah.
I could pick up from there.
Okay, you found the article? All right.
No, I got something different.
You bastard. This is way better. Well,
no, this is good.
Okay, whatever. Birds
aren't real. We got it. I think a 10-minute
quotes are unbelievable.
We'll circle back.
Whatever. Yeah, I'll look it up. I
got a joke and I got an etymology segment.
I love it. Bring it to me.
What did the cannibal drink for his breakfast?
Blood.
Cup of Joe.
Oh, like a guy's name is Joe, and it's Joe's coffee too. Get it?
I got this pretty cool etymology book here, and I thought this one was kind of cute, kind of quaint.
I want to hear cute and quaint.
The etymology of the brownies. So that's the youngest level of
here we go, brownies.
I was a brownie.
Here we go.
You're gonna like this then.
Okay.
Wrong town.
Girl between 11 and 16 years of age can join the Green Uniformed Girl Scouts of America or the Girls Guide of Great Britain. Before that, they are eligible to be brownies, girls from 7.5 to 11 who dress in brown and take an oath to help people every day, especially at home. Sir Robert Baden-Powell founded the Boy Scouts in England in 1908 and the Girl Guides in 1910. When he decided to set up troops of younger girls, he borrowed the name Brownie from the Celtic mythology, and it is a very fitting one. The people of the British Isles have long believed in the existence of little people. These supernatural beings come in many forms, one of which is the brownie, a small brown cloaked and hooded fairy. The brownie attaches itself to a household and becomes a sort of guardian spirit. Although brownies occasionally play tricks on the families they have adopted, they are generally kind and industrious. Rarely seen, they often can be heard cleaning and performing other domestic chores while the family sleeps. Taking their brownie oath, therefore, little British and American girls promise to emulate the helpful household spirits who many believe still people the British Isles.
Yeah, so brownies are like the little Jawas from Star Wars. That's what I picture them as.
Did you ever see the movie Willow? With
yeah.
Yeah. So remember
Matt Mardigan.
Right, Matt Mardigan. They picked up brownies. One of them was played by Kevin Pollak, I think.
Oh yeah. Yes.
The little guys?
I need to rewatch that movie. I haven't seen it in so long.
I know exactly where it is.
Oh, is it there?
Yep.
Ooh, what's it
That
called?
one
I want to watch it.
Willow from
Willow.
Yeah, it's a classic. Yeah, dude, it's been years since I've seen that. Val Kilmer's an all-star.
When he was thin.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that disappearing movie today.
See, I'm worried.
How'd you like it?
Disappearing?
Well, she's invisible.
Above the shadows.
Above the shadows.
Ah.
Okay, I have a couple. Well,
It didn't suck, right?
No, it was actually really good. But
thank you.
When he asks her, should he put her on the list? Why? She's invisible to everyone. Why would she need to be put on the list? That really sticks out of my mind and bugs me.
Oh, I think I know.
Because he doesn't believe her.
I know that. But why did they write that? It seems like a moot point.
I don't know if there were other lines about me more. What?
I was saying to make Suzanne mad.
Yeah,
That's the entire purpose.
To trigger me.
I live for that.
I was triggered this morning.
I
was posting like crazy, but I don't remember what I was posting.
That's all right. I love it because you go off.
I have to.
Awesome.
I have to finish my article.
Oh, sorry.
No, I just.
I got something.
I think we should talk about Val Kilmer Batman first.
Oh man, is that where the cod pieces? Is that the one? Was Robin with him?
Oh wait,
no, that was
about
George Clooney.
Oh, George Clooney.
He had the nipples. Yeah.
You're not done with the brownies yet, Cliff?
No, I was just joking.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I'm not.
All right, James. Let's talk about your birds aren't real. Read your tweets.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't. Well, McBlah doesn't consider this a conspiracy. He said that he doesn't identify with other conspiracies. Flat earthers are out of their mind. They're nuts. There's a lot of crazy people out there. He said, and this is just a phenomenon in the United States, and it's a reason for the distrust of the U.S. government. Sometimes I travel internationally just to breathe that drone-free air, he says. Sometimes I'll go to the Himalayas, look around at all the real birds there. It gives me this warmth and this feeling of hope for what this country could be if we could fight back and change the legislation, get these drones out of here and the real birds back in. Oh man. So let's see. The followers of the movement can buy merchandise online. They're trying to reach a goal of to fund activism like the billboard on Highland, which costs around $2,500 to $5,000. So somebody forked over some cash for that. I wonder who did that.
So it's another LARP.
Oh man, this is so great.
Hilarious type.
Oh,
okay.
All of it's just to sell shirts and sell merch.
Yeah. Well,
and it's working because I'm gonna buy a Birds Aren't Real shirt, so it worked. Congratulations. Good job on the free market. It's all madness.
It's just a meme.
I just bought
It's
a shirt.
meme that's
It is.
gone- It's escaped the internet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, memes that make it into the wild.
Dude,
they
to
can't get
make
out
it
there.
into the wild, yes.
They got to stay in their cages of 4chan.
IRL memes. Oh man.
Where it's basically all life has become.
This is just the beginning.
We
Only
need to
the
get the spaces
beginning.
fake fucking
I want to
billboard.
know why Q said to make memes. Remember in the beginning of Q,
Because
it was
the left
make a
doesn't
ton of
understand it.
memes. What?
Because
They
it
don't
gets a
understand.
message across quickly without being quickly censored.
Yeah, but I think
algos-
there's a bigger.
the algos
I think
can't
there's
detect
a bigger
them.
agenda to the memes.
Well, it's a magical ritual in a way.
Yeah.
It's a
Totally.
sigil. It's a
Right.
thought form that goes out there. But
Right.
on top of that, you've got the whole left who can't meme, right? Or
They
meme
can't.
well, at
They
least.
can't meme.
And they are triggered by the memes that come out of 4chan for sure, but everywhere.
It's because it's a divide. You have old internet
Picture
and
of
new.
Hitler in a meme, just if you sit in the corner drinking tea, boom, you're going to get banned from Facebook immediately.
But you have like
That kind of triggering.
you have old internet and new internet merged. You have like the fucking edgelords from something awful and all those like terrible fucking websites that were all over, and they merged into Facebook and Twitter with the rest of the normal people, and it's just they can't handle it. There's an internet culture that's just deep, that's gone for decades back, that I don't think people in the real world knows how to deal with, could even understand it. Because that's the whole thing. You were anonymous. You'd go online. You'd shitpost. You'd troll. You'd do anything. You'd say the most awful shit, and it wouldn't matter. And now you have people in real life who think that like the internet's just a part of regular society, which it never is. It never should have been. And they think that you have to act like real people on that. It's like it's the internet.
I did when I first started
No.
posting comments on YouTube and stuff. I didn't know about trolls. I thought it was like
That's
like
the
adults.
basis. That's no, that's the thing.
Well, I mean, I had to
You've
learn.
never even heard the term
Adults
flame-
yelling at kids.
How about flame war? Remember that?
Dude, flame wars. I mean, you just get into that shit, or just like every message board and forums, like it would just be shit posting and trolling, and it just
I was
wouldn't
never
matter.
on any message
I
boards
wasn't
or
like that.
forums.
Yeah, it existed. People did that for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the only internet I know. Like, that's what I grew up with. That's what molded my mind. From, like,
data research.
Set
like
up
what?
MySpace accounts for your ex-girlfriends and shit.
See, I wasn't
never used
using the internet
MySpace.
around MySpace. Like I
Never
was
had that.
using it from like 97 to like maybe 2002. That
You
was like
always
my.
had- I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was like the age that kids are getting shit on now for. That was like me, but the only thing was I didn't have it in my pocket at all times. I had to go home, get on ICQ, get on
You and everyone
MIRC.
else.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's a little different, but dude, that's how the internet was. It was the Wild West. It was awesome, and nobody used it. It was just other weirdos. It was just other weirdos that were on. So and then you unleash this just inbred weirdo population onto the rest of the world. And this is what
I
you get.
remember once. I know I've told you this before, but I remember this one time I was watching TV with my wife in bed. We're watching TV, and a commercial came on, and there was a web address at the bottom of the commercial.
I remember this story.
And she's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a web address. Get used to it because they're going to be on every fucking commercial from now on, 10 years." But yeah,
Guys, we got emergency hate mail in right now.
Oh God.
Oh.
This is from Raphael, Booty Rooter. James is obviously part of the big agenda to promote this fake bird story, which
Yes.
is why he insisted on finishing it. I have evidence that James Cruz is in fact a giant bird.
Big bird.
There it is.
It's true.
Did you read
Just a
the
screenshot.
Darren email?
Yeah, I read the Darren email. He said hi.
Oh.
He said hi in that email.
That's so
To
great.
you.
Thanks, dude. That was awesome.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I busted out laughing and to Camlin about him
It's
challenging
Call
me
Me
to
Ian.
a stutter off.
It's call me Ian.
Call me Ian, Camlin. Call me Ian because I don't know how to. I just glance at these things. But
call me in.
Call me in, and yeah, and a stutter off, and dude, it's on.
I got another pretty interesting.
Hold on one second.
Sorry.
What I love about this Call Me Ian dude is he has 2 accounts in the server right now, and it's 2
Jesus.
separate awesome selfies of him in this huge beard. Like if you scroll down, there's
I've
another
grown
one,
mine.
and it's another great selfie of him.
Big now.
Like a Randy Quaid beard.
It's pretty impressive.
Wait, people have 2 accounts in our Discord?
Yeah, he's got 2 for some reason. I made them both blue,
But we don't know.
Wait,
I
Jerry, you
have
have
about
2?
20.
I gotta
and
have 2
they're
now
both called
then.
Call Me Ian.
I'm kidding. I don't have it.
I gotta get a second one.
Yeah, me too.
Just a shit post.
Yeah.
Start talking
So what
shit.
do you got, Felix? What do
I
you,
can argue with myself.
what do you got, Felix? I'm sorry.
myself.
I got another cool etymology of the word nickel.
Nickel?
Ooh.
I bet. Is it
Nickel.
from
Yeah, you
stone?
No, it's pretty good, sorta. Yeah, you'll know. Just listen. Ready? Like cobalt, nickel is a shiny, silvery element, and its name is also rooted in Germanic mythology. Nickel's appearance to miners made it seem that it contained copper, but it yielded none. Therefore, they dubbed it Kupfernickel, which translates to copper demon. Kupfer meaning copper, and nickel coming from the word nix, a water sprite akin to a goblin. The shortened form entered the English language as the name for this tricky element, nickel. Pretty good, huh?
That's not bad.
So if
I like
Kupfernickel is copper demon, what is pumpernickel?
Oh man,
Pumper demon.
Pumper Demon. I like it.
I don't know.
We could probably summon
Something
some
like
Pumper
that.
Demons. Something like that.
But we do not know.
We don't know.
Mhm.
Felix, you got a jam?
Yeah, I got a little something.
You
He's
got a
thinking
little
about it.
A little Toonski?
Yeah, let me get it. You guys talk a little. I got to get it all up and running.
Nice.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Oh, I want
There you
to.
go.
We're gonna have a bonus show this Thursday. We're gonna be talking with Keats Ross and his friend Eric. He's from the Pragmagic podcast. Apparently, he's got some art project or something he's working on that he wanted to plug on the show. So I was like, heck yeah, man, come on. So we'll be having a bonus show this Thursday, same time.
Bonus show?
Who is
Bonus
he
show.
plugging it to?
He's
Us.
to our 5 listeners. Apparently, he thinks we have an
Kidding.
audience. But no, it's gonna be a blast.
People think I'm
Be nice.
controversial, but the truth
I'm
is,
joking.
I'm a nice guy.
But the truth
Be nice.
This dude couldn't afford a trip to Hawaii, so he green screened himself there.
It's like George Costanza putting
oh,
himself
that's
in
so
that
great.
picture
Okay.
and then erasing himself.
You guys hear guitar?
I
Oh
do.
yeah, there's some nice guitar there. Guitar.
He goes through all the typical motions of an influencer's vacation, posing by the pool, doing a chakra like approximate. This is so
Did you say
good.
something about chakra?
Shakira. Because
Oh, Shakira. James, you don't have to fake a stutter.
I'm not. I'm burping at the same time. Shakira like approximation of the Hulu, posing on the beach, only to get bowled over by an incoming wave. This is a Twitter link. I'll put it in the chat. It's fucking phenomenal, dude. Hey, Wayne, when you ain't got any money, just green screen yourself. Which I have a green screen now in my basement here, not in my office, but it's in my basement.
Green screen it up, man.
I'm reminded of the Wayne's World scene where they go to Delaware.
Ah,
We're in Delaware. You remember that at all?
yes.
And they're
Yeah, I
running
use
in
too much
place.
chakra. I'm low in chakra.
You use way too much chakra.
I'm gonna go get my
All right,
kid and bite into him and suck so I could refill.
All right, you guys wanna mute down? Here I go.
Muting down. Good luck.
I'm not gonna say what song it is. You'll just know what it is.
baby, hold on to me. Whatever will be, will be. The future is ours to see. So baby, hold on to me, baby. What's these things you've been saying about me behind my back? Is it true you want a better life? Is it true that you think these things are lies? Think about it, baby. I'm gonna take you to the top. So baby, hold on to me. Whatever will be, will be. The future is ours to see. When you hold on to me, hey, you know the future's looking brighter every morning when I get up. Don't be thinking about what's not enough now, baby. Just be thinking about what we got. Think about my love now. I'm gonna give you all I got. So baby, hold on to me. Whatever will be, will be. The future is ours to see. When you hold on to me, yeah. Rich man or poor man, really don't need that much. Mama's always told you, girl, that money can buy you love. So baby, hold on to me. Whatever will be, will be. The future is ours to see. When you hold on to me, yeah. Baby, hold on to me. Whatever will be, will be. The future is ours to see. When you hold on to me, I said, hold on, hold on to me tighter. Never gonna leave you now. Please, you believe me now. Never gonna let you go. So hold on to me tighter. So baby, hold on to me. Whatever will be, will be. The future is ours to see. When you hold on to me, baby, baby, hold on to me. Whatever will be, will be. The future is ours to see. When you hold on to me, yeah. Baby, hold on to me. Whatever will be, will be. The future is ours to see. When you hold on to me, yeah. Baby, hold on to me. Whatever will be, will be. The future is ours to see. When you hold on to me, baby.
Great job. Thank you.
Brought to you by Eduardo De Niro.
Excellent jam.
Yeah, pretty good one.
Yeah, I
Well
like
done,
that.
Felix.
Joey
Did
J
the,
coming in hot with the fucking Wayne's World meme.
Did you get a copy strike on or not a copy, but did you get a strike on that last video, Jerry? When Felix was trying to trick the algos?
I don't remember.
I was
haven't
curious
looked,
about that.
I'm looking right now.
Go check for yourself.
I'm looking.
I might.
How would he know?
How would I know? It's true.
We don't know.
It's the ether.
It's the ether.
No, you're not gonna. It's not gonna show you that I have a copyright strike.
Now entering second half of show. We need a second half of show jingle.
There we go.
Did you just Rasengan right there?
Yeah, dude.
I thought so. Rasengan! There it is.
That's for Lady Oboshi.
Yes. I'm just going to play this for all the JoJo's Bizarre
No copyright
Adventures.
strikes. The last copyright strike I got was from episode 100. Since
Ah.
Dawn of Bikes for the song.
What was that? That was the Star Spangled Banner, wasn't it?
No.
I think it was.
Living in America.
Living in America.
Oh, we must have played something.
Oh, yeah, it's possible I did that. I was like, 'cause I don't think I remember Felix ever played Living in America.
Is that Bruce Springsteen?
I think
James
so.
Brown. Wooly Bully was the one.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking Wooly Bully.
And I disputed it, and they rejected my dispute.
Dicks.
Bastards.
Well, that's awesome. Maybe you tricked the algos then.
Or they got a better one. Because I heard
Did the song come through okay, or I was like overloading it probably?
No, it sounded good.
That's yeah, it sounded good.
We can hear it good. I mean, it. I'm sure it comes out a little like we always try, but just Zoom compresses it. I mean, it sounded fine to me. It's not perfect, but it sounds like it always does.
Okay.
No, it was fantastic, Felix.
Dude,
I love it every single time.
Oh, the second you started playing those first chords, I was like,
You knew what it was?
yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yes. I don't know. I have an ear for these. Yeah, just those old school songs, man.
I knew like the first two strums. Oh, it's this song. Who sung that originally?
Eddie Money, I think.
Eddie, right? Yeah. Unless it was a cover, or not a cover, but a redo or whatever. Yeah.
Was that the late 70s? I think my sister was born that year, 78. No, it's from 88.
That's when I was. Oh, yeah, because I was like, it was around when I was. Yeah, 10. Right. Yeah.
Well, wait a sec. It says there's a video here. It says Eddie Money, Baby Hold On to Me, live 1977.
No.
Yeah, and then it says released in 1988. So he released it in 1988, but he traveled.
Okay, well,
But he performed it. It might have just been like something he had just in his back pocket, waiting to put it out.
For 11 years, he's just holding on to this song.
Man.
Huh.
What are you guys listening to lately? If anybody listens to music.
Man, I just have been going
Just
down
pod all
sorts
day?
of yeah, dude. It's
Yeah.
well, I mean, pods, but then I'll throw on just music. Like with YouTube now, it's not even like a certain thing. Like I could just listen to any song
it
that I
just
want at any
goes.
time.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
basically just have like playlists of just whatever I feel like listening to. Like I have punk playlists, I have like 80s goth playlists, I have 80s like synth
80s
playlists.
goth.
Like
What would be 80s goth?
dude, like some Joy Division, some
Oh,
Bajas.
yeah. All right.
Like
No, maybe not The Cure.
Oh yeah, I'll throw
Oh,
the Cure in
Cure
there for
would-
sure.
okay.
Hey, we
Yeah,
just got
that's
somebody to
number
destroy
one.
the chats. Welcome, Sticks and Glue.
Sticks to you. Rubber and glue.
Let's see if this guy's a bot. He
That's
doesn't have an avatar.
Garth Schwing gif is
The swing meme, dude, is
Yeah, that's a great
phenomenal.
swing meme. Yeah, that's great. Hey, Jimmy J.
Foxy,
Killing it.
Foxy, lady. God, I used to love that movie. Oh, just
Hey.
they were like the original, just us in their basement, you know, like doing a show. I'm in my
Pretty much.
basement right
Pretty
now
much.
doing a show.
I think they're calling it Clues because
There's
Is this
I got some random tech news stuff. If you want to find that one,
Random tech news.
I got tech news.
It says here that Eddie Money, Baby Hold On to Me song, the lyrics borrowed from the refrain from Que Sera, Sera by Doris Day. Whatever will be. The future's not ours to see.
Huh.
Borrowed it.
What's going on in UFO news, guys? Nothing. You know why? Because it's unidentified is over.
Ooh, no one's hip. I gotta finish the last episode.
When was the last time there was something in the news, or like them making a big deal about it? UFO shit.
I see tweets like, "Oh, I saw a UFO today." You know, like.
Well, that's not like
Yeah,
but
I know.
like how they were pushing it.
So did I. Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe the chat knows.
But we don't know. That's
but
for
we
sure.
don't know. No. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, but I don't know.
Madness.
But we don't know.
I really don't. Oh shit!
Consult the book of knowledge. Storm Area 51, dude. We kind of went over that last week.
That kind of distracted everything.
But I want one of those backpacks.
Hey, wait a minute. Did you see the video I posted earlier? The guy is going to Area 51 from Sacramento. And he was trying to get
it was
people
really
that
funny though. Yeah.
It was so funny.
Does he do like a run down the sidewalk? Yeah.
His Naturo running or whatever it's called. Naruto running. And he said, and he's out there doing it. He's practicing. Yes. And then he said he would pick up any Justins, or that's who it is, right? Justins?
Just Kyle's?
Oh, Kyle's.
Oh my God.
I don't know what all this means, but that's a name that I heard.
It's a really funny video.
Well, and we went to dinner on Sunday. I had my family out for my son's 13th birthday. Fucking 13. What the fuck? Anyway, but so we're at this Mexican joint, and then my brother brings up, he's like, "You got to see this, dude." He pulls up some of his Air Force stuff, and he's like, "You see these memes?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, the Naruto run." Like the base commanders learning about Naruto running.
The simple fact that
it's off the charts. I'm like, this is the best thing ever.
That Naruto running is like it's in the fucking public conscious now. Like,
it's in there. Ridiculous. It's everywhere. Naruto's exploding again. Yeah.
Doesn't he have like tails or something like little?
No, it's a headband. It's just flowing in the wind. Yeah.
Oh, doesn't he have like there's like these 9?
Oh, the 9 tails. Yeah.
The
9 tails.
The 9 tails.
Oh, the 9 tails fox. Oh.
Basically, there was this ancient chakra that came down, and it got split into 9 different tailed beasts throughout the world. And these beasts have just immense chakra, which is like the ninja energy throughout the world, you know, lets you do all this shit.
Lets you run in water, lets you do all this stuff.
So he taps into it?
Yeah, and he gets one of these beasts put into him, which
his father.
What are they called? I feel like an idiot.
Junikis or
something like that.
Jabronis?
You're onto it. Yeah, I think they're jabronis.
Yeah. So there's like 9 jabronis. That's great. There's 9 different ones. There's a 1-tailed, a 2-tailed, a 3-tailed. You know, like so they're all put into.
But we won't get into Naruto now. Me and James are gonna do a whole podcast on Naruto once he finishes it.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna do a whole. Yeah.
Really?
We're just gonna talk about it for like 2 hours.
Start up another podcast called
just a bonus.
Cruising with Headbands.
Cruising with Headbands. Naruto running with steak.
Naruto running. Yeah. Anyway, the chakra is just it's that energy field of a person, but obviously theirs is really strong, a lot stronger, and it's a great storyline. It's a pretty cool idea of.
You have to read it backwards, or you guys watch it as a show?
No, it's a show. No, if you're reading the manga, you'd have to read it backwards.
Yeah,
which is surprisingly a lot easier than you'd think.
Yeah, it's weird, like because now, if you go on Netflix, it's on there. Like you can watch the first like 240 episodes of it, like, and it's dubbed like English. Yeah, so you can get a sense of like how they sound and everything, like the English version of the characters. And now that I've been watching it for so long, like I can go into other animes and it's the same people just dubbing like voices. But
John Lovitz?
No, they're some hired actors overseas.
It's just the entire Critic. The cast of the Critic is on there too. That's all it is.
Critic.
I wanted everyone to show. I want to do everyone do an experiment out there. I just read something recently about how.
we're all so very familiar with how we cross our arms. We'll always cross our arms a certain way. So what I want you to do out there in the listening audience is cross your arms the other way, opposite way.
Oh, it's hard, right?
Yeah, it's real hard.
Oh my God, it's so hard.
It feels retarded. I can't do it.
Yeah, you can't figure out like what's the right way. Do I tuck my arm underneath my?
Oh, I don't like this. It doesn't exist.
It does not exist.
No,
You can't-
that's no
it's
good.
so weird.
That's
you go
no
to do
good.
it. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
isn't that
you
weird?
son of
It's
a
like
bitch.
rubbing a cat backwards. You just don't do it.
It does not feel right.
You
Yeah,
don't go
yeah,
against the
yeah.
grain.
It can happen.
Yeah, it's so weird. Oh, okay. So
It's complex.
left.
You know
to
what
the
else?
right.
You can't lick your elbow. You don't think about that. Is it
I'm sure someone's going to be in the chat right now. I can do it. Suck my own dick too. What? Oh
man.
let's see.
What? Wait, huh?
No, huh?
What I say is what I say.
Yeah.
It's the ether.
Hell yeah, it is.
Oh man. Feds warn UFO enthusiasts against storm Area 51. The military stands ready. Dude, if you get 1% of like the 1 million people, I mean that's like 100,000 people, dude.
It's gonna be awesome.
If that happens, oh my god, that'd be so great. And then they're just gonna be standing in this military base with nothing there. It's gonna be even better. Oh,
Fuck yeah.
There's no news, dude. There's no news except this Naruto run.
No, I
mean, there might be. I'm like,
Do you guys remember when?
I'll consult MUFON.
There's tons of news, but it's
Yeah.
just garbage. Who cares?
Do you guys remember when I came up with the theme song and I did it with the wrong lyrics initially?
Right? Yeah, riding with steak. Let's see if I could find that.
Oh, that would be crazy.
It was
You gotta
before
hear-
James
yeah.
was on board.
Yeah, it was a thought process.
It was a thought process.
Yeah, at that point.
I was so excited. I was like, yes, I think it sounds awesome. Riding with steak.
Yeah.
And you go to me, that's not the name. That's not
That's
it.
right. Because we were brainstorming like a million
Yeah,
things.
like what do we do? Yeah, like oh my
And then
god, I don't even know. That's interesting.
And then in my head, I was thinking, as you asked me to like change it, I go, I don't got time for that.
I think we thought of it for like 2
Riding
seconds.
with steak.
yeah. I mean, it just popped in there. It was like this whole thing just pops in there, you know, like
Probably just have an email with it in there.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm searching
the
my
riding
email,
is-
but I'm not seeing it.
Riding with steak.
I remember it.
Get in, French tickler. There was like a line about
Yeah, there's a French tickler in there
No
too.
way.
No, there wasn't.
with your French tickler
Wow.
and your Game Boy.
How do you not have it?
Wait. There's another page that I'm missing. This has
Get
gotta be it.
in, grab a magazine. Don't listen. Skip in with steak.
Man, these are like 3-year-old emails that I'm going back into.
That was it. I think I
No.
heard it.
That's cruising with steak.
Oh.
That one.
Get in. Get out your vegetarian snacks. Your tofu.
Okay, I found one right here.
That one was cool. Duh.
Let me load it.
Steak
up
break.
here.
Yeah, you gotta do some more. You should do more steak breaks.
Should do more steak breaks. I forgot about steak break. No, that's not what I wanted to do.
Get in. That's a good one.
Yeah, that was
Technology segment. Okay, this file's just called steak theme song.
that's what I had. I mean, I
let's
have,
see.
Riding with steak.
I don't
Sit down, buckle up. Riding with
Oh wait, you guys couldn't hear that, could you?
That's not it. Nope.
Well, here, you guys are gonna have to hear it again. I gotta play it for the guys now.
Riding with Steve.
I didn't
we'll
hear
stop it there. Riding. Man,
I didn't hear it.
We're just reminiscing now at this.
It died out like real quick.
Yeah, play it again.
No, I'm not gonna play it again. The stream's already heard it 3 times. I'll drop it though.
Oh, really?
I think yeah, because I didn't have my Zoom setting right.
Right on. Okay.
But yeah, it exists.
A French tickler. Let's consult the book of knowledge.
What is
a French tickler? Is this a Jeopardy answer?
Ask the Amazon Echo.
I have one. It's in the right by the camera over here, and I just never hooked it up.
I'd figure Jerry would have like 5 images of French ticklers in there by now.
Yeah,
I gotta do it.
I think everyone knows what one looks like.
Lady
People demand to know.
Well, she's a child.
Oh, just do an Google image search on it. You'll find out what it is.
Isn't that like an alternative to isn't it like an alternative to French toast?
That's exactly.
Yeah.
A crazy looking rubber, rather. Here.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops, that's not my channel. Sorry, people. There, French tickler.
French tickler. Bingo bango.
Huh.
That's a classic one.
Like a meteorite.
It's like an alien.
It looks like the thing that
sexual.
that Stephen King touched in Creepshow, and he goes, "Ew, meteor shit."
There we go. Now we're talking.
I just thought it was a feather on like a.
No, that's your innocence. That's your Midwest innocence coming through, Felix.
The best part is that like the chick can't even feel that shit.
Feather on a
What
stick.
the hell are you talking
A
about?
sexual device
In the
form of a
Discord- in the
condom
Discord chat,
containing a
Suzanne.
massaging accessory.
French ticklers.
Accessory at the tip. Used for
Damn,
sexual
Lady
pleasure.
Aboshi likes it. K-Dog's gonna be wearing one tomorrow night.
Oh,
I thought that was like a
With the
French
Nike
maid-
swoosh.
there's French
Little
tickler as
dusty
one word.
apparatus.
French
French
that
tickler.
boner.
The French tickler is one word. A large decorated dildo, usually constructed from a wiffle ball bat
no
and
wonder.
dressed with a
That is
girly
not true.
A wiffle ball bat? Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ.
with the
I've
girly
had 4 kids,
with
but
girly
You're not sticking that shit up me.
with girly slut things like glitter and
fall right
tinsel to
out.
create a tickling effect.
Shut up. I had to read that.
It would fall right out, he says. Jesus.
We're going to go to blows.
What is going on here? What is going on?
For 3 days. You
What
have
is
no
going on?
idea.
French ticklers are all the rave in Japan. When you are having
Man.
sex with your lady friend, doggy style, and some guy comes on and tickles your asshole with a feather from behind, it's called the French tickler.
I like that.
Dude, I was about
Like a drive-by tickling.
I was
A
about
drive-by tickling? That'd be the best crime
in
ever.
Tracy's ass, and then the French tickler got me. Yes.
Oh man, Jerry, that one looks like assault right there. That's a weapon. that's
But
medieval.
I don't know why someone would want that inside.
No, that's
them.
medieval weaponry.
Like a cactus.
Cactus. Oh man, the gimp tickler.
Oh my God.
Excellent.
Then again, a woman might feel me in her with one of those on.
Oof.
Hellraiser dong. K-Dog, you're killing it.
Jerry, you give yourself too much credit.
I know, it's like throwing a hot dog down a hall.
A sexual device in the form
Cactus
of a type
dick.
of condom containing a massaging accessory at the tip, used for sexual pleasure, used by those who play guitar and suck toes, and both do both incredibly. Here's KG with the feather and the French tickler. Look out, baby, he's got the tools.
Coming out the side hatch.
Sounds like a musical for sure.
Great.
It's Tenacious D.
Yeah. Oh, it's so great. Oh my God.
Those black things.
If I ever met Jack Black in person, I'm going to say, dude, what the fuck is a side hatch?
What is
How
a
do I
side
know?
hat?
A side hat? Yikes.
No, in that song, it's the birth of Tenacious D, or I forget what's the genesis of Tenacious D. I forget what the song title is, but they're talking about how they're going to please the hot Betty in the audience. Remember? You don't remember?
Oh, the hot Betty. Well, no, wait.
I see a couple of hot Bettys out here. Let me tell you how
Yeah.
he and I would work you over.
God.
It's hilarious. And then
This is the act performed upon a male or female when a person inserts his or her finger into the anus of the other individual by surprise. This causes the other person's butt cheeks to clench tightly. In most cases, they will go into a state of paralysis. Go ahead and try it and prove me wrong.
What is happening
That's the
right
French tickle without the R.
All right.
Aaron is
Have
not
you guys
affected
ordered
by the
anything-
French tickle.
Ordered anything online lately?
What
No.
about what?
And ordered anything online lately?
Oh, I'm ordering like
haptic gloves.
No, wedding bands
tickle.
that are like silicone or whatever, like rubber, like silicone. Because
You lost your wedding ring?
No, I have it. It's just I want to. Man, it's just cutting into my hand, and I mean I've been wearing it forever. But I want one that's a little more comfortable for like work and play.
You get a lime green one, like
No,
high visibility.
Normal, just like you can find them on Amazon for like $5. So
Are you getting it though as a symbol, or are you getting it? I mean, why do you really feel the need to wear the wedding band?
Interesting. I really don't, because I mean, yeah, it's I guess because I'm used to it.
Yeah, comfortable. It's like
I mean, I've been wearing one for most of my life now. the second half.
So
of my
would you feel
feels
like
weird right now.
But I mean, would you feel either naked, not really naked, but like, is that something you like having, or do you feel like you have to have it because it's something?
No, it's not a requirement in my life at all. Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying anybody requires you.
No.
Yourself, though.
Yeah. I mean, I do. Okay.
She's not forcing you to do it.
No, not at all. That has nothing to. No.
Is she going to get tracking on it as well? Tracking device?
No, I'm not even talking about her. I'm talking about him.
It has nothing to do with that. It has something. It has to do with my fucking finger getting ripped the fuck up.
No, I know.
But as far as wearing a wedding band, yeah, that's an interesting thing. Technically, yeah, I'd say 90%. I don't give a fuck. But like, because I mean.
The only reason I ask is because Steve's in the construction industry. When he
Yeah.
was out in the field, he stopped wearing his wedding band. And
Yeah.
I actually have a friend from high school whose finger was ripped off because of his wedding band.
Yeah.
So I totally understand.
Yeah, that's why I want to
So
get like a flexi
Steve
rubber one.
stopped wearing his wedding band, and at first it was, it was like, oh, why is he not wearing? But
Yeah.
then I didn't care. Like the
Yes.
longer the time went on,
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, who cares?
Like,
He's
like,
married.
I mean,
he's
it's
not
only
gonna
been one
cheat.
day, and she hasn't noticed at all. Like you said, you're not going to notice it for a little while.
Yeah,
and
but
you
I
just
mean,
will be
is
like,
it-
where is it? But
Is it something that may? Because sometimes it's very symbolic for some
I do.
people.
It's weird. For
Other
me,
people, they don't really care. That's
for-
all. I don't wear a wedding ring anymore.
I'll
It doesn't bother me.
like it's weird. I don't know why. Yeah, I guess it is a symbolic thing to
Well,
me.
it might be something symbolic in your own mind.
Yeah,
That you
because-
feel is important to you. That's all. That's all I wanted to
Yeah,
know.
I
Is it
take-
important to you that you have that symbolism on your
I
finger?
do take pride in it. Not.
I totally get that,
Yeah, but
and I like it.
in the aspect of marriage,
Mhm.
and I've been married now for
13
years. 13, because Grady was born about a year after we got married. But
it was a good wedding.
Did you name him after Grady from Sanford and Son?
No, actually, I think my mother-in-law came up with the name. It's
I named
Graydon.
my dog
Graydon
after
is his
him.
name. But yeah, but I do. Yeah, I like having that. It shows I am committed in a relationship, I guess. I got to keep the ladies away. It's hard. It's hard out here. It's hard out here, dude. And,
I can imagine they're probably on you like flies
yeah,
on you know
yes, yeah. Just I walk by and just why'd
In
your
your drywall
panties just
universe.
drop? I have no clue what the hell's going on here, but let me help those. Let me
It's
help
the
you.
magnetism of your.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
It's all part of the drywall universe theory.
So yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
It's
Too much
like
drywall
Schneider.
dust in there, they just fall right off. Oh,
Schneider and his keys.
yeah, and
From
it's
one
funny,
day to time.
Get a lime
I
green
like
one.
wearing the ring. I've always worn it. And I like being married. I like the idea of it. I'm a little old school with that aspect. And like for the longest time, my wife she never changed her last name. No, it wasn't. It did. It did.
It's a pain in the butt for legal stuff.
I would say it bothered me more than it didn't bother me, but it was like a 50-50, like I'd say 70,
That's
whatever.
an egoic thing, yeah.
Yeah, and because the problem was,
but it's totally normal.
The thing is in my last name, like we're the last. Me and my brother are like the last ones, with my last name. Like my dad was raised by his godparents, and that dude died. His real dad died, and that was like it. So it's like my dad, and then us two, me and my brother, with our last name, and I just always thought it would be super dope. I mean, it didn't, like I said, like she never did it, so it just, once your kids are in school, it's just like so complicated, dude.
It is if you have a different last name. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
there's too many questions.
A couple years ago, she surprised me for a Christmas present, and she
Surprise,
had
motherfucker.
the whole thing. Yeah, and it was awesome, man. So I feel blessed. I feel dope. I love it.
Did she get like brass knuckles with
No, she got this giant cool like metal like W, and yeah, because it goes with Cruz.
Because your last name is
Yeah.
And because it goes W, and then it had she had her new social security card, all that stuff in there, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
Get like handkerchiefs with little
Oh, I can embroider. I can do that. Yes.
But now,
With
yeah,
your
we're
initials.
like,
what do they call those? Anagrams or
anagram?
No, they are your initials.
No, but there's like a name for it. It's like it starts with an E.
Called initials.
No.
Yes.
There's a specific name for when you get your initials in your.
It's engraved.
Not
Engraving initials.
No.
I don't know.
I'm here for one.
well, that's what you get in your ring. We never did any of that shit.
Masturbate.
Like,
well, the reason I asked is because Ashley and Andy, my daughter and her husband,
I love to
had
touch myself.
tattoos.
Use your fingers or a toy.
They put tattoos. Well, no, they tattooed their ring fingers before they actually got married.
Dude, I thought about
in Las
that.
Vegas.
That might even be.
And so anytime they don't have their rings on,
Yeah.
they still have it because, I think they
that
put a
goes
Z on
away
there.
though. If you do like, I don't know, even my foot one, it's starting to dissipate a little, but
Oh, is it?
especially with like your fingers, because your skin just gets shredded there. It just constantly.
Well, I
grows.
mean, they still wear their rings, but it's still like if they are not wearing their ring. That's the only reason I
did
wondered.
think about it though. I would totally do it. She'd probably do it too. But we have
embroidered.
She has both of our kids' names on.
Did you Google it?
And I have one of them. I just have never gone back. It's like I had a bunch.
They
of
call them
yeah.
They call them monograms.
Oh, monograms. That's right. Monogram handkerchiefs. Or
Nope,
towels.
we don't have any of those. We just.
What color are you gonna get? Are you gonna get like just silvery?
Nah, you can get like these like little 5-packs of different colors and stuff. I don't know. It's
You
like
should get like some lime green. I think a lime green.
no,
one
that's a
would look
little
like-
gnarly, dude. Yeah, that's a little.
You gotta trust me on
I
this.
want something. You gotta trust me on this.
Fashionable sense.
It's just a lime green line on my hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Monster Energy color.
That or like hot orange.
Oh yeah, I'll do Naruto orange. I was They actually have some that are cool. There's a lot of them. Go on Amazon, just type in like rubber ring or whatever, and then they'll show like a million of them.
I think I've told you guys about my idea, but I think this is probably something out there that you can make like bracelets that have like little ant farms in them, and people get to wear.
That would be dope.
Or you have your wedding ring has like a little like a tube for an ant to crawl around.
That would be super cool.
You have all these dead ants.
No, you'd have there be like a little pinhole where you can like drip ant food in it.
Dead ant.
Oh, I asked if you were anybody was buying anything on the internet because I might buy a bandsaw.
A bandsaw?
I want to sell my bandsaw and get a new one.
What kind of bandsaw?
It's a Ryobi 9-inch. It's a piece of shit. I mean, it's not a piece of shit, but it's too small to do any kind of serious work.
What a synchro. Right when I said Amazon, my wife texts me, and then I look down and it says, "What's your Amazon password?" And she's like 2 floors above me.
Boobies.
What did you say, Suzanne?
I said we have 2 bandsaws.
I want like a 14-inch.
I think we have one that's
we all want a
French
14-inch.
French tickler.
You should just drive the bus out here, Jer, and I'll give it to you.
It's one big thing. It just stands by itself. It's not on a bench.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yep, that's what we got.
Just go on a 32-hour drive to get a bandsaw, Jared. No big deal.
Probably 24 hours.
Don't they sell them at Harbor Freight? You guys got to.
Well, wait, but I just told Nish today we need to set up our safe houses along the way.
Mm-hmm.
So
what?
it could be like a safe house set up.
Yeah, once things,
whatever comes at the planet, I'm fucking leaning into it.
Yeah, exactly. If any kind of apocalyptic situation happens, I'm instantly taking myself out, guys. Like, I'm not going through that.
Let's do one of those. Like, what would,
I have no reason to survive.
Apocalyptic situation. What would you bring with you, like on an island type deal?
A gun.
Like a gun. A gun.
A basketball.
So you can talk to it and stuff?
No, so I can play basketball. Haven't you ever seen that Gary Larson?
That's my life. Oh, so
Game
good.
Boy.
A Game Boy.
Yeah, Game Boy would be good.
Power, bro.
I'd bring a Game Gear with only like 6 AA batteries, so you can only use it for 10
look
minutes.
At Wilson. Come on. Did you not learn anything from that show?
I never watched that show.
Castaway? You never watched Castaway?
No, I never watched Castaway.
Yeah.
It basically saved his life.
Yeah, that damn
ball.
That damn volleyball.
And ice skates.
I bring some Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels would be good, and maybe a nice Trek, like maybe a Crossfire or something. One of those ones that they can zip around real quick. Be sweet.
And I'd also bring my wedding ring.
Oh yeah, that's romantic.
And
hey, weren't we supposed to share shart stories this week? Didn't we talk about that at the end of last week?
I've already told my 2.
Shart stories?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that never happened.
Oh, I'll tell if I can think of a good one.
Tell someone else a shart story.
Oh.
Is it a dead Tony story? Jerry, give me a good dead Tony story.
It's a Tony story. So he was drunk off his ass, and it was probably a 3 or 4 day bender going on. And this was at the time when he was probably only doing 20 Vicodins a day. Along with
That's all?
All right, that's it. Not
What
bad.
would you bring to Mars?
Not bad.
So, and he used to wear these cut off. It was a pair of like really thin sweatpants that he'd badly cut off at mid thigh.
Cut off sweatpants at mid thigh.
Yeah, and he like ripped them halfway around too, so they were all shaggy. And he just they were nasty. They were nasty. They looked like and it was summer. And he had a t-shirt on. He was drunk, and he was outside smoking on the front porch. And I came out, and we were talking, and I farted, right? And he goes, he says, that's all fart. He goes, you got to shit on the sidewalk like a real man. He lifts his leg up, and he squeezes out a fart and blew a stream of shit down his leg.
Thank you.
Was this in real life?
In real life, yeah. It was,
Yes, this is a real story.
Liquid shit come pouring out, squirting out of his ass.
Oh man!
And then he started laughing uncontrollably, and I'm like, "Dude, you're disgusting." I went back in the house.
Just coming out of these cut off sweatpants. That's so great.
I could see it in my mind. They're really the ugly blue color, like my high school color, like,
oh, good. That's good.
Oh my god.
That's good.
The worst thing I saw coming out of a cutoff was a ball.
You saw balls?
Like a testicle?
I saw balls, like testicle balls.
Is this your testimony?
This testify.
Yeah, it is. It was my ex-husband's aunt's husband. He was disgusting.
But how big were his balls?
I don't know.
Well, they get really saggy over time, don't they? I mean, that's
Like
a thing.
He wasn't old though. That was the thing. He wasn't old. He did it on purpose.
Oh,
love you guys back.
Truly
All right.
disgusting.
Bye, Felix. Love you.
I'll be right back, and I have an amazing story.
If you leave clams out in the sun, that's what old man balls are for.
This sounds true. Half the podcast is gone.
That's from a movie too, by the way.
No.
Saturday Night, I think.
Saturday Night.
Mr. Saturday Night with Billy Crystal.
I never seen that.
Yeah. That was funny.
I like David Paymer.
Who?
His brother in the movie.
Any
David
celebrities?
I thought you were talking about Saturday Night Live.
Any celebrities die this week?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
No, David Paymer. He was in this really fantastic Mel Gibson. Is that his name?
Mel Gibson.
Mad Max?
Yes.
Mel Gibson movie called Payback. Payback.
Okay.
Like this real gritty mafia type noir movie with Lucy Liu and I forget who else. Steve McQueen. I think no. The other dude who I always confused with Steve McQueen. Not Peter Graves. God damn it. He was a man called Flint. The guy who played Flint.
Greg Henry, William Devaney, David Palmer, Chris Christopherson, Bill Duke, John Glover, Jack
Chris
Conley.
Christopherson was in it. Yeah.
I'm just reading off the list.
Oh, you're reading it. Yeah. The guy who played Flint. Who was it? James Coburn.
Oh, James Coburn.
Yeah, James Coburn's
on the
in
next
it.
page.
It's a great movie. If you've never seen it, it's awesome.
Payback. 99. You got a good story, James?
Yeah. We can end it on after this probably. It's probably take me a few minutes to explain this one.
I'm ready.
About the sharding.
Okay.
Starts on, dude. Well, this originates from the fuck me banana story.
Okay.
If you've ever heard of that from me, which I
that's
told
an oldie, man. That's old. That's like a 2-year-old story.
Adam Loyal on
Friends to Know. That's not even on our show.
Know. Yeah, and actually, we're going to be doing a show with Cat in a Box soon. With Justin
I forgot
and
about
Adam.
that.
Yes, yeah, I talked about it the other night again. So
cool.
We're all down. We're all going to do some remote viewing, and there's an app actually. I just downloaded it. If you guys are into remote viewing, it's called RV Tournament, and you can do remote viewing and win prizes and shit.
What?
It's on. It's on.
It sounds like some kind of CIA operation where they're just trying to get good remote viewers.
Right now, dude. RV Tournament, and you can download that app, and you can start messing around with remote viewing practices.
That sounds pretty sweet.
We're gonna go back to 2002.
Good year.
And yes, and this is when I probably had the worst shit your pants stories ever, basically, for me at least. So yeah, this was back when I went with my buddy Brad and went down to West Virginia to go whitewater rafting. This is the same time where I almost died. This is all in the same day.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yes. So the way it worked is we had to get on the bus to take the raft and stuff. You load everything up, and we were going to go down with the crew to take all the stuff down and put it in the river and but so before all that, it's like 4 a.m. We're waking up, getting ready because we were the first people on that river at like 6:30, 7, right around 6:45 till whatever to 7 in the morning. And So yeah, you need that time to get ready. Anyway, so I wake up, I eat like a couple crackers, and I eat a banana, and like for some reason, like this was so brutal. Like it just attacked me. Like it was like, fuck you, I want out. Like it was so brutal. Like so, and you're on this bus, like a school bus type thing, and they're driving you. It takes like 20 minutes to get down to the river. So we loaded everything up, and the second we get on the bus, I'm like, oh my god, like I have to go to the bathroom, like so bad, and I'm holding, and like, so it's getting so bad, like I mean, like I'm almost tears are almost coming out of my eyes. I'm just like, oh my god, dude, and I'm looking over at Brad. He's like, dude, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm gonna explode, like right now. I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking explode. He's like, what? He's like, what? We're looking at each other like it's just gonna be a mess. Like, and sure enough, I'm just like, it's going, man, it's going, and then blah, yeah, like, and so I had to, so you reach right now. If you reach down and grab your pant legs and hold them real tight around your knees, squeeze, so nothing leaks out.
Oh God.
Yeah, so I make it all the way. We make it down to the thing. I'm just like, I'm sitting there squeezing the side of my pants. I'm like, oh my fucking God, I'm dying, dude. And like little by little, it's like, I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. And yeah, this
That's
is
so horrible.
so sexy. And and yeah, so I'm just like dying, dude. And then eventually we pull into the lot, and I'm like, the bus driver, I'm looking over, I'm just like, I see the porta potties, I'm like, let me off now. And then boom, I'm out the door, and I'm holding my pant legs on the sides. I'm like, and then just just annihilated that thing. And cleaned up, man, spent about 10 minutes, and it just like, oh my God, just totally fucking a mess.
Yeah,
and,
dude, that's intense.
Yeah, and thank God I'm going to the river, because I truck it right into the river, and
definitely
just jump right in. And
yeah, I've never had it where it's so bad where it's like coming out, and I think it's gonna. It's always just like it's like
so bad.
Like I think I'm gonna. It's like, oh shit, I'm gonna fart, and then it's just like a little, and I'm like, oh shit, and I stop it real quick before everything else comes. It's almost like a pre-shot. But never. That's intense, man.
Oh, you're lucky then.
Yeah,
wait till you get older.
That was
just words of doom.
Banana. Yeah, I was like, fuck me, banana. Just, oh my God, just over my head, ruined. Like just destroyed me, dude. Like, but then I had the time of my life, and I almost killed myself and everything that day. It was ridiculous. That was like one of the craziest days.
Yeah, that was when
better.
Your whitewater rafting shit.
Yeah,
right?
in the morning, I'm like embarrassed myself, like just, it's like not, I mean, there was a few people on the bus. It wasn't like that big of a deal. It's just like, but in my head, I'm like, oh, it's the end of the world. Like, I'm dead.
Yeah.
And like
the stars were not aligned for you that day.
Yeah. Yeah. Things were out of line. But
actually, they were in line because you didn't die.
I didn't die. Yeah, I'm still here.
That's a good point, Suzanne.
Yeah. Just swimming through 3 sets of class 5 class 6 because of cold water rapids. Yeah. It was fucking nuts. And
keeping it real.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean,
yeah, wasn't that when you went under the water and that lady saved you?
Yeah,
no, that was when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
James, you've had a lot, dude. You've had so many close calls.
I've had a lot of
with the car accidents and everything. Like,
yeah, dude, I fucking destroyed my dad's truck.
Have you ever had any NDEs or like have you?
Well, no, just that one time I was like Suzanne just brought up about when I was a little kid. Like it was like an out of body type thing, dude. Like this God hand came down and grabbed me from underwater, in this river, and just like pulled me out. And it was like it was just like
that's fucking amazing.
A mental like, you're okay, I'm okay, thank you, and we just like went our separate ways. It was like
never saw this woman again.
Never again. Yeah,
that's so crazy,
man. I don't remember
who
it was. I don't remember any. I mean, like I just remember somebody saved me. Like,
that is nuts.
And yeah, so that was weird. Like, I mean, granted, this is a long time ago when I was a kid. So obviously, it was some person that did that. But it just was just an epic situation. Like, just a little kid, man, just
Some sort of
messing around in the
guardian
river,
angel,
and I hit
man.
a pocket where it
I'll
was
say
super
it.
deep. Yeah,
I'll say it. Some angel spirits watching over you.
Yeah, exactly. There's got to be.
But yeah, and then the few car accident, that's why the car crash cruise, dude. I've been in some gnarly ones and some basic ones. I've in my athletic life, just tons of shit. Just missing, just dodging bullets.
Concussion cruise.
Dodging bullets, man. If anybody knows that old hardcore band, thumbs up.
Oh yeah.
That was like a collaboration of a bunch of hardcore bands. Like they did this super group called Dodging Bullets, and it was fucking awesome. They were all about like Transformers. It was something weird. It was pretty crazy, dude. It was awesome. Yeah. But that was back in the late 90s. Anyway, so that's my shit your pants story and my little ND
not bad.
thing. Yeah. So that was probably one of the most angelic experiences I've ever had. The other one I've got knocked the fuck out and I don't really remember but I survived. Yeah. And
that's crazy.
So there's the show, folks.
There it is. Jerry, who you got on Nox Mente tomorrow night?
We're supposed to have Diana Pasolka, but she informed us today she wasn't feeling well and she wouldn't possibly be there. So if she can't make it, I'm going to try and get Jordan Maxwell back because he should be
He was
back.
just on something.
He was on Fade to Black last night.
That's right. Yeah.
I saw
So
him
he's probably
Twitter.
back in town. Yeah, and I just saw Jay Widener was on Aeon Byte last week.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, listen to that
That's
one.
a show I got to get back into. I haven't listened to it in a while.
It's pretty good. Nate's actually a co-host on it quite a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a cult fan.
Nice.
So, but yeah, guys, Thursday we're gonna have a surprise show. So tune in, same time. And otherwise, if you're listening on the podcast feed, they'll be out on Friday. Suzanne, thanks as always for joining.
Most def.
Yeah, thank you.
And Jerry, of course, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah,
And
thank
for
you.
all the rest, and for everybody listening.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, all the people in the
Tuesday
chats.
It wouldn't be a Tuesday without
It's
Cruising
true.
Mistake. It's happening.
that's true.
It's happening in people's lives.
It is.
I
So yeah,
think.
send us an email, grimsteak@gmail.com, grimsteak.com/donate, cruisinmistake.com/donate. Think about it. Maybe.
Fired.
And yeah, exactly, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or James is gonna make us put the shows behind paywalls. He's been twisting my arm behind the scenes, guys. He's been twisting my arm hard.
Show.
He wants to do a second show and put it behind a Patreon paywall. So if
That's
you don't
what I'm
want
doing.
that, maybe send us a couple
What's
bucks.
the battle? Let's talk about it. Would you guys? Would you rather just keep it?
Well,
the way
obviously,
it is?
people want free content.
Yeah.
because that's everybody would
Yeah.
want it.
But is it worth $1 or whatever to get the other
Buck a
version
month.
of it?
Buck a month,
Yeah.
you get extra shows.
Come on, man. We need the $20. Yeah.
Why? What do you need money for?
We don't. That's what I'm
needs money.
saying. No,
This shit costs money.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened.
Yeah.
You went out to Arizona, and your wife found out how much Midnight Mike and OBDM makes off of
No, man.
podcasts, and now she's like,
My
"Why
wife's
aren't
always
you
like,
making all
"Oh,
that
like,
money?"
you making any money off this thing yet? I'm like, no. Well, I listen to all these shows. I'm like, well, they suck. No, actually, they're really good, but it's just like, I mean, yeah, I was like, but I don't know.
We're building our fan base, honey.
It's building a thing, and if
And dude, it's like I feel like it's a moral thing. Like I don't know. I've always felt like we just do what we do. It's a hobby. If people want to donate, that's just icing on the cake. But I
I
could
could leave it there too. It's not that big of a deal.
I know.
I just thought like,
but we should monetize our efforts. We do work hard, sort
yeah,
of.
it's a different
Equipment breaks. That's a
it
fact.
does.
things like that, and
My
you wanna
infrastructure
upgrade
goes
things
down.
Right.
and then also it'd be cool to go to more of these things. And if you guys donate some fucking money, we can show up at some of these events and do more stuff. Like, I think that's part of it. Like, I think it would be really cool to
Unless you could
venture
somehow
out.
donate extra vacation time to my job, I don't know if I can.
Yeah, you can.
I don't
You
live
need
in
this vacation
Quit
time
and
of
come
James
here and get
Cruz.
this
Just quit and come here.
Come here.
Just give me
Yeah,
one of your
live
apartments,
in
James.
my house, dude. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. It's just, yeah, we'll get you hooked up, dude.
It'd be badass.
It'd be fucking awesome. My
thanks for
dude's
listening,
talking
guys.
about wanting to rent this. My buddy that does podcasts and stuff here that I play softball with. He does a sports show, and it's called Big Play. It's called BigPlay.com. There's a plug to him, Dave. But he's talking about there's this empty store in the little town I live in, like this jewelry store moved out. So it's this giant empty store. He's like, man, I wonder how much it is to rent that. And he's sponsored and stuff. I'm like, dude, we can build a fucking studio. Yeah, like let's fucking roll, dude. Yeah, we can have a sports show and a fucking crazy nut job podcast in there at the same time. Like, let me rent some space out of there. That'd be awesome. But that's when you have to move here. Sorry, you're coming, dude.
I mean, we'll make it work someday.
When is he not coming?
Exactly. This entire time. I've been edging this entire show. Yeah. Once I get off the line, I'm gonna bust.
Yeah.
Don't.
They don't have my talent, my money, or especially my good looks.
There it is. Thanks for listening, everybody. Good night. Goodbye.
Boom.
Farewell.
Just a drop in the bucket, baby. Just a single solitary drop in